Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
The city of brotherly love getting hit with some snow here as we get set to play. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. This makes it up to the 25. Well, here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in, but it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him, and he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
And he's down after getting this up to the 41. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's the dream scenario to any contest, and runs like that, it gets the ball rolling.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. It's caught by A.J. Brown. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. From the pistol, Hurts. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Gonna go with Barkley on the counter. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll step up, and there he goes. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Barkley, and he runs it across. Touchdown! The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown! So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. No problems with his footing in the snow. The XP is good. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. There's Austin Eckler on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. It's last season's Offensive Rookie of the Year at the helm, Brock. What a rookie season he had. Led his team to the conference title game for the first time since 1991. It's Jaden Daniels.
He may have been drafted second in 2024, but Daniels was the rookie we couldn't stop talking about last season nor take our eyes off of. He really, Kate, put the capital D in dual threat. 3,500 yards and 25 touchdowns passing, and almost 900 yards and 6 touchdowns on the ground.
Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 28. He takes it himself. And Daniels with a smart business decision, sliding down after getting that first.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Washington.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and 10 from the 41. Play fake here, Daniels. Hits him on the out route. Has it up to his own 45 on a small gain. Cooper to Gene with the stop.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Play action now with Daniels. He's keeping it. He gets it forward a little to his 46. Brought down by Jahan Campbell.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. First carry now for Austin Eckler. And he's going to be stopped well shy that first down marker. Call it a yard. That means 4th down coming up.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
The Commanders ready for the punt. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. And he sends it up amongst the flurries of snow. Wow, and he somehow finds the ball amid the blizzard here to make the fair catch. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
There's just no question about it. He has the license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. And there, well, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis going on to see a potential run and get in position to stop it behind the line.
Hurts now from the gun. Caught along the left sideline. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. It's tucks it, starts running. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there. Then catch it behind the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Here's Hurts. He's got Brown. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
It's a gain of 30. That's good for an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain, turning it into an explosive play.
And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
From the 18 on 2nd down. Hauled in by Goddard, left side. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. Hurts looking to throw. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series, and don't put the ball in harm's way.
So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. This is going to be a 32-yarder from the left hash. Elliott connects there. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
2 drives, and both of them ending in points. You don't even mind you only got a field goal there, Kate. They got to be ecstatic, exactly the way they wanted to start this one.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Here comes the Washington offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Eckler. We will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
So all he needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted. To stop in the quick pass, it became really easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Daniels now on 1st down. That's complete to Zach Ertz. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's a 10-0 ball game. We'll return to the link right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Handoff now to Eckler. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Kate, you know exactly what term I think of in a spot like this. Sticking his face in the fan. Because there are a lot of bigger bodies for a corner to sort through right there in the middle of the field. But he still charged in, made that stop happen, and I promise you, his teammates notice.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Washington.
They send a man in motion. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And they will score! Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders start to fight back with their first points of this game. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. Snowy weather, no problem for him on that point after. And the Commanders cut it to a field goal game. Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Shipley now to return. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Now Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. And he'll get this up to the 33-yard line. Marshawn Lattimore up for the secondary for the stop.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Hurts. Stepping up, and he's hit. Hurts fumbles. But it looked like an Eagle flew in and was first to the ball. They're going to maintain possession. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down. Following the play, we have an injured commander. The training staff out there to check on him as we pause. From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 6. And an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
1st down, a run with Barkley. This run held up after just a couple of yards. That makes it 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 43. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Throwing the out route complete. And he's taken down at the 30. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 16. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
That's good for an Eagles 1st down. 1st First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First down from the red zone. Headed right through the middle of the field. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles make it a 9-point advantage. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point is good in this wintry weather. And the Eagles make it a 10-point ball game.
17. Commanders 7. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Eckler now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
First call here coming from the shotgun. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Now the shotgun give to Eckler. And he's taken down. It's a quality yardage on that play.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Commanders' first down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
On first down, here's Daniels. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. He's got it inside the 10. And that's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders face a 4-point deficit. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Gay to add the extra point. No problems with his footing in the snow. The XP is good. And the Commanders cut it to a field goal game.
Commanders 14.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Shipley now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
On the return.
The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Man in motion here. On 1st down, Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he's going to go out of bounds on a rough 1st down effort there. They're going to lose at least a few.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
2nd and 13. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. To the ground it goes, that's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so that brings up 4th and long.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. And he sends it up amongst the flurries of snow. And he locates the ball amid the flurries of snow to make the fair catch. The Commanders and Terry McLaurin ready for another look on offense. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
That's why you often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep a defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Out of the gun, Daniels. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To throw, Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run. It's the 2-minute warning now from the league. It's the Commanders who have 1st and 10. Daniels. Able to find Hurts. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
To the air again, Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it sets up 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and they're just There aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He completes it in traffic. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
A gain of 13 yards.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
They've got a man in motion. On first down, here's Eckler. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. This one's caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Leading 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Daniels now. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it. Looking for his wide receiver there. And 4th and 4 coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Matt Gay on to line up this field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Gay's kick is good, and it'll knock this game up late in the 2nd quarter.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Shipley now to return. Good work so far. He's got room. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Eagles setting out their offense one last time in the first half. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they may be able to put a little something together here before halftime. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
For an Eagles.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
50-yard line.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Hurts now from the gun. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that first down. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Elliott connects there. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Just really nice execution on his part to convert there. For the kicker to pay off, really the execution of his teammates. He works so much on situational opportunities those minutes before halftime, and they maximized it.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So a field goal game at the half. A good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen in Orlando, where it almost never snows. These two teams dealing with a light dusting, and that's expected to go on into the second half. Who handles it better? Let's go back out to the stadium and check in with our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Out comes the offense for Washington to begin the third quarter. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Eckler. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. Short pickup to their own 31. Zach Bond with the tackle.
And that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Now Daniels to throw. Oh, he's going to run for it. Daniels hit, he lost the football. And the Eagles have it. And they can't call the return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field.
Well, that was quite a roller coaster ride of momentum. Starts with the QB ripping off a beautiful chunk run. And it ends up with the other QB running out after his team forces the critical fumble.
The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Third quarter's going to start with a run by Barkley. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's a middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They go to Barkley again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's got Brown on the slant. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
Fourth down and inches, just too tempting to pass up. They're going to go for it. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he will get the 1st as they touch him down.
You run that sneak there because you know you can rely. Trust with a capital T on the big fellas to do just enough. Get just enough push in the middle so that QB can fall forward. And as we just saw, it's really hard to stop.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Gonna go with Barkley on the counter. Danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play.
Well, they were hoping. They were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Throwing here, Hurts. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw, but it's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Hurts looking to throw. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
A gain of 26 yards. That's good for an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
From the red zone now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It was Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come.
And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles push their lead further to start the half. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Snowy weather, no problem. Eagles make it a 10-point ball game.
27. Commanders 17.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Eckler now to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Commanders all set to regain possession. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Option play. Here's a give to Eckler. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He can run it. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Daniels setting up the play action. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to set them up with a 1st down on a huge gain.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Here's Daniels. Now he takes it. And he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal coming up.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Trying to run in, Eckler. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Gay to add the extra point. Extra point is good in this wintry weather. And the Commanders cut it to a field goal game.
Commanders 24.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter.
Matt
Ball set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Here's Avery Williams on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And you may as well call him a constant headache that this defense has had to deal with all game long. I mean, they game plan to slow down his passing work, but it's been his rushes that have really broken the spirit of this unit. First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's Hurts. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Running right, it's Barkley. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this 3rd down. Hurts setting up to throw. Holding by Goddard, left side. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
The Eagles are in punt formation. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Commanders and running back Austin Eckler headed back to the field. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Eckler. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the 31. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Man in motion out of the slot. Daniels throwing on 3rd. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
So out now comes the punter. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. He's got this at the 27. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
And inches.
Thought for a second he might have had the first, but still a little bit of work to do here on second down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down. Well, another target there for one of the busiest members of this offense, but this one nearly ended in disaster.
Yeah, kind of become a victim of his own success, right? They're keying on him extensively now, knowing that ball could be headed his way, and that time it should have been a takeaway.
They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
A gain on the play. And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. First and 10 from the 41.
You know, Kate, I one time had a coach tell me, hey, listen, I need you to be more of an artist and not a boxman. I need you to create. QB here does a great job creating, trying to buy something out of nothing. Unfortunately, as the clock ran out, that ball's punched free, and he gives it away.
The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Daniels from the pistol. It's a big strike downfield to Samuel. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. First and goal. They'll look to run with Eckler. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Eckler again. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a fourth quarter lead. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on first down, they go right back to the ground and score just one play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that first down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. No problems with his footing in the snow. The XP is good. And the Commanders take a 4-point lead.
31, Eagles 27.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff.
For Washington.
Shipley now to return. Juke the defender. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. They find themselves down here in the fourth after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Here's another carry for Barkley. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Now Hurts. He's going to loft one deep to the left. This is caught inside the 15. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
1st down from the red zone. Bails out of the pocket quick, and he carries it in for the touchdown. The Eagles take a 4th quarter lead. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Point after it added on by Elliott. And the Eagles push their lead to 3.
Eagles 34, Commanders 31.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Eckler now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. He's running with it. And Daniels with a smart business decision, sliding down after getting that first.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Commanders.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it's going to be second down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Play action now, Daniels. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Commanders will have a first.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open to beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. To throw again, it's Daniels. He finds the rookie from Virginia Tech. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Again, Daniels to the air. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a fourth-quarter lead. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
Extra point converted by Gay. And the Commanders take a 4-point lead.
Commanders 38, Eagles 34.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Eagles and A.J. Brown getting set for another look on offense here. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Eagle play action. Here's Hurts. That one's complete right side. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 6. And an Eagles first
it's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Second and 10 now. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
That's good for an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Got a man downfield, and Goddard has it. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
That's good.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles take a 4th-quarter lead. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. Snowy weather, no problem for him on that point after. And the Eagles push their lead to 3.
41. Commanders 38.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
For Philadelphia.
Eckler now to return it. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Commanders, Terry McLaurin, ready for another look on offense. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys and friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. He takes it himself. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by Zach Bourne. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Washington.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Commanders down by only 3. On first down, here's Daniels. That's caught as McLaurin downfield. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Commanders first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
He'll look to throw it. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Eagles 41.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff.
For Washington.
Here comes Williams on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Setting up to pass. Continuing to move past the 45. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
48-yard line.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's 1st down. Hurts now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. So there's the timeout called, and we're going to see if they think there's enough time for 2 plays or just one last snap.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 from the 41. Hurts throwing again. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Here he goes, one final shot. Short pass brought in. And there'll be no game-winning touchdown in this one. And that tackle ends this ball game. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders as we say so long from Philadelphia.